Brighton here. Today I just wanted to show Bubble 2 how to improve your story, how to start editing it, and what your story might sound like. So here I have my beginning of my story that I've taken from my story plan over here. And this is what my story sounds like so far. Long ago, the world was full of wonder and magic. It was exciting, it was adventurous. All the creatures that lived there woke up in the morning, full of joy when the sun rose, and snuggled in bed smugly each evening. A special well kept everybody happy, the well of happiness. Each day, all the townsfolk would drink from the well, and they would be filled with cheer. But one day, all that changed. So in my story opener, you can see I've started with a phrase that tells everybody that this is a story. This is my fronted adverbial because it's a part of a sentence. It gives more detail. It's adverbial of time, like we practiced last week. And then I've got the rest of my sentence. Long ago, the world was full of wonder and magic. What an amazing expanded noun phrase to use in your writing. It was exciting. It was adventurous. This is where you tell people about your place that you are setting your story in. So words like exciting and adventurous, those adjectives, were really helpful to help my reader imagine where the story is taking place. I'm then talking about some of the creatures that are in here. And you'll notice that I've used things like subordinating conjunctions to add more detail. Got coordinating conjunctions to add more detail. Got adverbs. They aren't just snuggled in bed. They're snuggled in bed, all smug. That means when you're really, really happy with yourself, really trying to make this place seem absolutely lovely to start with, because then it's going to change. The well of happiness, I've told everyone about what it is that keeps everybody happy. And then I've said each day, another sentence opener, got but here as well, trying to use different sentence openers so it's not just the same thing all the way through. And then again, I've got some different conjunctions in there. And then this final sentence, this is the sentence I'm most proud of, because this is the sentence that tells my readers that my adventure is about to begin. But one day, all that changed. I finished it with an exclamation mark, because that's going to tell my readers something else is about to happen. It also keeps my reader hooked in and means they're going to keep reading, hopefully. When I've looked at my writing, I'm looking and thinking, right, are there any places where I think I need to improve or where I could add in extra detail? So I'm going to take a different colour pen, and actually I think there are some places where I could put in some different words to make it better. So I'm looking, I'm thinking, all the creatures, what are the creatures like? All the tiny creatures, all the happy creatures, jolly creatures? Can you think of a word that I could use? I think I'm going to go with tiny. I'm just going to put myself a little arrow. I'm just going to write it over the top to edit that piece of writing. All the tiny creatures who lived there woke up in the morning full of joy when the sun rose and all snuggled in bed each evening. Because I mentioned the sun rising, I think it's only fair to mention the sun setting as well. I'm going to change this bit. And snuggled in bed smugly each evening. I'm going to get rid of that completely. You can obviously put a line through that. I'm going to be able to modify now. And snuggled in bed, snuggled in bed smugly as, oh, there's a conjunction, as the sun sets. We'll put that in there. A special well kept everybody happy. I like that sentence. I'm quite happy with that one. The well of happiness. Nice short sentence, I'm happy with that one. Each day, all the townsfolk would drink from the well and they would be filled with cheer. No, I'm quite happy with that. But one day, all that changed. All that changed, or all that was to change? Which do you think is going to get my reader to continue to read on? I'm going to change that. All that changed. All that was to change. Okay. So I'm going to keep my piece of writing now. And you see I've made some adjustments. I'm happy with that editing. I'm going to read it through one more time to check I'm happy with it. I'm going to go. Yeah, I'm happy with that now. So now you can see I've edited my writing. I can see what skills I've used in because I've underlined them. And I'm very, very happy with my start. Why don't you have a little go at looking back at what you've written in your story so far and see, are there any adjustments that you can make to make that piece of writing even better? I can't wait to read one of these. Bye.